Your dog lies in a room filled with expensive toys, but doesn't move. You've bought everything you thought it needed. Still, something feels off. What if the more you give, the more disconnected it becomes? Because your dog doesn't feel love through things, it feels it through something you might be missing? Humans are driven by dopamine. We feel good when we buy, give, and provide. It creates the illusion of love, but dogs are driven by oxytocin. They bond through presence, voice, and eye contact. Their amygdala does not understand material value. It only reacts to emotional signals. A 2022 study from Utvos-Lorand University tested 28 family dogs in a controlled voice recognition experiment. Dogs chose their owner's voice significantly above chance using sound alone. So the real question is not what you give, but how your dog feels when you are there. And that usually shows up in 5 very common mistakes. If you can recognize even one of them, you can change the relationship completely. Mistake 1. Replacing presence. You leave the house and place a new toy beside your dog. It sniffs it briefly, then looks back at the door. That moment is not random. It reveals what your dog is truly waiting for. A 2015 study from Emory University scanned 12 awake, unrestrained dogs using fMRI. Each dog was exposed to 5 scents: its own, a familiar human, a stranger, a familiar dog, and an unfamiliar dog. Among all 5 scents, only the familiar human scent strongly activated the caudate nucleus. This is the brain region linked to reward and positive expectation. Not food, not other animals, only the human they are bonded with. So when you replace yourself with a toy, your dog doesn't feel comfort. It feels the absence of the only reward its brain truly values. Mistake 2. Overstimulating. You keep buying new toys, hoping your dog will stay excited. At first, it plays for a few minutes. Then it loses interest faster each time. That pattern is not personality. It is adaptation. A 2020 study from University of Veterinary Medicine, Vienna, observed 60 pet dogs exposed to repeated novel toys over multiple sessions. The researchers found that play engagement dropped by 43% after repeated exposure, even when new toys were introduced. This is called habituation. The brain reduces its response to repeated stimulation. More novelty does not create more happiness. It lowers sensitivity. So the more you try to excite your dog with new things, the harder it becomes for your dog to feel anything at all. Mistake 3. Playing without connecting. You spend time playing with your dog every day. You throw the toy again and again. It runs, it chases, it brings it back. So you assume it feels loved. But movement is not the same as connection. A 2009 study from University of Florida observed 30 domestic dogs in controlled play sessions. Dogs were given 2 conditions: object play alone and interactive play with a human. The researchers found that dogs spent significantly more time engaged and showed more affiliative behaviors during human interaction than during object-only play. This means play without connection is incomplete. The body may be active, but the emotional system is not fully engaged. So when you only throw the toy, your dog may be moving, but it may not be feeling close to you. Mistake 4. Missing the signals. Your dog looks at you for a second. You are on your phone. It waits, then looks away. That moment seems small, but it is not. A 2015 study from University of Helsinki observed 31 pet dogs during owner interaction tasks. Researchers found that dogs repeatedly initiated eye contact to seek attention and emotional feedback from their owners. When owners did not respond, the behavior decreased over time. This is how connection fades, not through one big mistake, but through hundreds of missed signals. So when your dog stops looking at you, it may not be independent. It may be learned silence. Mistake 5. Providing without securing. You give your dog good food, toys, and a comfortable home. You believe that means it feels secure and loved. But physical care is not the same as emotional safety. A 2019 study from Oregon State University observed 42 pet dogs in a controlled secure-based test. Dogs were placed in a room with their owner present, absent, and then returned. Researchers found that dogs explored significantly more and showed lower stress behaviors when their owner was present, even though the environment and resources remained identical. This means safety is not built from what you provide, It is built from who is there. So you can give your dog everything it needs to live and still miss the one thing it needs to feel safe. If these 5 mistakes can slowly weaken the bond, then 5 small changes can rebuild it. If these 5 mistakes can slowly weaken the bond, then 5 small changes can rebuild it. Solution 1. Eye contact reset. Start with something simple. Eye contact. Not staring, just a calm, soft gaze for a few seconds. A 2015 study from Ozabu University observed 30 dog owner pairs during natural interaction. Researchers measured oxytocin levels before and after mutual gaze. Both dogs and humans showed a significant increase in oxytocin after sustained eye contact. The longer the gaze, the stronger the hormonal response. This is the same bonding mechanism seen between parents and infants. So connection is not something you do. It is something your presence triggers. And it starts the moment your dog feels seen. Solution 2. Voice equals safety signal. Now shift to your voice. Not what you say, but how you say it. A 2018 study from UFES-Lorand University tested 40 dogs exposed to adult-directed and dog-directed speech. Dogs showed significantly higher attention and longer gaze duration when hearing dog-directed speech. This tone activates emotional processing, not logical understanding. Your dog is not decoding words. It is reading intention. So your voice is not communication. It is regulation. It tells your dog whether the world is safe or not. Solution 3. Presence training. Then do something most people ignore. Nothing. Sit next to your dog for 5 to 10 minutes. No phone, no distraction. A 2019 study from University of Lincoln observed 34 dogs in calm human presence conditions. Dogs showed lower heart rate and reduced behavioral stress markers when a calm human was nearby. This means your nervous system influences your dog's nervous system. You are not just part of its life. You are its emotional environment. So when you are present, you are regulating far more than you think. Solution 4. Rewire play. Most owners think play is simple. Throw the toy. Let the doll run. Repeat. It looks like happiness. But what your dog is really responding to is not the object. It is you. A 2016 study from University of Vienna observed 32 dogs in 2 different play conditions. One group played with objects alone. The other played interactively with a human. The difference was clear. Dogs in interactive play showed longer engagement, more eye contact, and more affiliative behaviors. Not just movement. Connection. This means the value of play is not in the activity itself. It is in the shared experience. So instead of throwing the toy again and again, pause. Let your dog look at you. Say its name, change your tone, move with it, not just for it. Because the moment play becomes interaction, it stops being exercise and starts becoming bonding. Solution 5. Scent anchoring. Now think about what happens when you leave. The room stays the same. The toys are still there, but something disappears, and your dog feels it instantly. A 2018 study from Queen's University Belfast tested 36 dogs exposed to different scent conditions: familiar human scent, unfamiliar scent, and new scent. The results showed that dogs exposed to their owner's scent had lower stress behaviors and more relaxed body posture, even without visual contact, even without sound. This means your scent is not just recognition, it is emotional regulation. So when you leave something that smells like you are not leaving an object, you are leaving a signal. A reminder that the bond is still there, even in your absence. And for your dog, that can change everything. Your dog does not need more stimulation. It needs more regulation. And you are the source of it. Your dog was never asking for more things. It was asking for something far simpler and far deeper. To feel you, to read you, to stay connected to you in a way its brain understands. You can fill a room with toys and still feel distance growing. Or you can change a few small moments and rebuild everything. Because to your dog, love is not measured in effort. It is measured in signals. The way you look at it, the way you speak to it, the way you respond when it reaches out, and the way you remain present, even in silence. That is what its brain remembers. That is what its body trusts. So if something has felt off between you and your dog, it may not be a big mistake. It may be a series of small signals that never quite landed. And that also means something powerful. You don't need to change everything. You just need to change what matters. So here's something I want you to do. Next time your dog looks at you, pause, look back. Stay there for a second longer than usual and notice what changes. Then come back and tell me what you saw. Because sometimes understanding one small moment can change an entire relationship.